Hey guys, welcome to Elli-May Smoked Barbecue. Today we're going to be making some pickled red onions. Spicy pickled red onions to be exact. We do use habanero in our pickling brine, so it gives these onions some kick, especially if you eat them as a snack by themselves. But we use these on our brisket tacos. We also put mixed cheese and sour cream on there, so that cuts the heat out a bunch. So anyway, the brisket tacos we put on the menu 5 years ago, probably at this point, basically as a joke. I was playing around one day with some pickling of some stuff, so I decided to put the brisket tacos on the menu. Mrs. Elli-May, who unfortunately is no longer with us, said they'll never sell. Nobody wants to eat this crap. Well, here we are 5 years later or so, and it's one of our #1 selling items on the truck. So good decision to put those on there. We also added some chicken tacos to go along with the pork tacos as well. So basically it's very, very simple. 3 red onions. I don't know why they call these red onions, because they're actually purple, but anyway, these are large size, maybe even extra large, I don't know. 3 of these, 8 habaneros here that we'll slice up here in a minute. We have about 22, 23 of these little garlic things. I'm not exactly sure how many full bulbs were used, because we buy it already in that form, and then we'll smash those up and I'll show you that in a minute. We also have 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of distilled vinegar, white distilled vinegar. And then this recipe fits into this gallon ball jar perfectly. And then I'll put some affiliate links in the description of all the stuff that we're using. And then this little gizmo here we'll use to get the air out of there once we get it full, but we'll show you all that later. So yes, I know there are many, many different ways to make pickled red onions. I know there are many, many different things you could add to a pickling brine. And yes, I know there are a variety of vinegars you can use. You do you. I'm doing us, and this is what we've been doing for 5 years, and it works. And you know the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're not going to fix it. But I'm not going to chop all of this stuff up on camera, because obviously you know how to chop stuff up. So I'll show you how we do the onion, a couple habaneros, and the garlic. I mean, it's real simple. Basically, and I'm using a steak knife. You can use whatever knife you want. Cut the ends. This, and then you're going to want to peel it and get the skin off. Let's throw the stuff in the sink here, and then once we get this off, we'll cut it coast to coast and then slice them up, and I'll show you that here. Just give me 1 second. So now this one's ready. So basically coast to coast, and you can see the core. So what I'm going to do is go coast to coast, cut the core, split the core, and then you want to remove this stuff. Basically, you cut it, pop it out. If a little bit of the onion comes with it, so be it. Not going to hurt anything. We'll probably maybe have extra anyways. This is some big onions. Be careful not to cut yourself. I'm kind of doing this cattywampus, so odds are I'm going to cut myself before this is over. So pop these dudes out, and then you're ready to slice. Let me get these out of the way real quick. There we go. Now we slice these with the grain. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see how it runs this way, and we're going to go this way with it to follow the grain. If we were going to dice these, then we would go the other way, but we're not doing that. So it's real simple, and you can cut these, slice them as thick or as thin as you want. There's no method to my madness. I just slice them up. Let me get rid of this, the skin. Get to that in a minute. Get that out of there. You gotta love the skin. You want to be careful. I don't have the best slicing techniques, so I usually slice into my finger a time or two while I'm doing this. So far, roll it on the side. And there you have it. Now we'll let that go. And then I'll just slice. Actually, I'm not even going to use that. Let's get this one sliced real quick, and I'll show you what we do with them. And you don't really want to go too fast because I promise you, you're gonna end up cutting yourself if you're not careful. I mean, if you're really clumsy like me, maybe a set of cutting gloves might help you a little bit. I don't know. I don't like to wear cutting gloves. They're a pain in the butt. But anyway, there it is. So once we get them sliced, we're going to use this bowl here, and I'll show you later on in the video what that doohickey's for. And basically, I just kind of crunch them up here to break them apart. This. And again, you do you. I'm doing me. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Whatever trips your trigger, man. Do it your way. These things are only going to last a couple days anyway, so it doesn't matter. So there we have this. Alright, so we got the onion. Next, the habaneros. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're smart, you'll use gloves. These things are brutal, especially if you touch stuff you're not supposed to be touching, like your eyes or your nose or whatever it is. It will burn. But anyway, I'm not going to cut all these. I'll just show you a couple of them. Pop these little stems off. Seeds and all, man. You just, I don't know if you can see. Let me see. Let me get one cut. That's about how thick we go. I don't know. You do you. Again, I've said it numerous times already. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just slice them up. Same with this. Slice it up. I keep the caps as well. And then we'll finish slicing the rest of these up here in a little bit, off camera. The onions, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this with all, not onions, garlic. Basically, this is real simple. Knife, any knife you want to use, smash it. Smash them. Just like that, real simple. And then once we get all this stuff cut up, I'll show you the brine and what we do with everything. But for now, I'm going to jump off camera real quick, finish cutting and slicing and smashing all this stuff up. And then when I get all that done, I'll bring you back and we'll finish making these. All right, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. I've got everything chopped up, and I went ahead and cleaned up a little bit, put it in this bowl and mixed everything up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's pretty much ready to go. Now, you don't have to throw everything in and mix it like I did. You can layer it if you want, put the garlic and the habaneros and some onion and garlic, habanero, onion all the way up if you want. However you want to do it. No right way, no wrong way. So the next step is we want to get the brine made. So, or the pickling liquid, whatever you want to call it. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our 2 cups of water. Get that out of the way. 2 cups of vinegar. Get that out of the way. 2 cups of sugar. Woo! Or not cups, tablespoons. Get that out of the way. 2 tablespoons of salt. Now, as you notice, this stuff just kind of sinks to the bottom and just settles there. So we want to make sure we get that to dissolve. So our handy dandy whisk. And we're just going to kind of whisk it a little bit to help speed along the dissolving process. Now, you can heat this stuff up if you want, and that'll help it dissolve a lot quicker. I don't, and this works just fine. So we're gonna whip it up. We'll whip it real good. Probably won't be able to see, but it's gonna settle or clear up, and everything will be dissolved. Get this out of the way. So now we want to take our onion, pepper, garlic mixture and get it into our 1 gallon jar. So what I'm going to do is put on gloves for this. I wimped out and got some gloves because the garlic's real oily, and you know the habaneros are pretty potent. So it's real simple. I've got this handy dandy little funnel that I got. And basically, real simple, grab it and go. Drop it down in there as such. Woo. Just peppers, man, jeez, strong. Okay, so we want to get as much of this, if not all of it, into this jar as we can. So we want to kind of mash that down. Now I have this handy dandy rolling pin. If you're going to use these things for a snack or a visible garnish on something, you want to be real careful when you do this. These things on our tacos are buried so they're not visible. So I don't care if I break or smash the onions, but essentially you just get this out of the way. Patting it down to give more space. Okay, and then we're just going to keep going until we get everything in this jar and trying not to make a mess. When you're doing it, I'm the king of messes, so who knows how this is going to work out. Help it down a bit. Go, go, go. And the more you get in the jar, the more often you're going to have to pat them down. And just like I said, if you're going to use them for a visible garnish, make sure you don't smash the onions or break them or whatever case may be. All right, let's be done with that thing. You can see we're getting there. Probably going to have some left over. That's okay. We'll see. Maybe not. Get this stuff in there. And as you can see, I'm making a mess, which is okay. So yeah, we're probably going to have leftover. So work this a little bit. You might make it. By golly gee, I think we're gonna make it. Yay! Love it when a plan comes together. We'll clean this up in a little bit. Let's get this out of the way. Give it one last good little tap down. There's that. Get this stuff up and out of the way. Okay, so now what we want to do is fill her to the rim. All right, with our pickling liquid. I mean, this is real simple. You just pour it in. You want to be careful not to go too fast to give the liquid time to work its way in between everything, and if not, it'll go over the top. So you can see the bubbles, air bubbles coming up. We want to try to get as much of that out as we can, so that's what this handy dandy pickling tool's for. Essentially, I just take it and put it in the side and just kind of push the onions inward a little bit, and you can see, well, you can't see it there, but here you can probably see maybe some of the bubbles coming up. And you just keep doing that. Go down in the middle, and again, you know, you're gonna probably smash some of the peppers doing that, or not peppers, well, maybe the peppers, but the onions for sure. And just get as much of this stuff out as you can. Pretty simple process. And then once you're satisfied with that. Just kind of want to put the stuff inside the rim there, and then if there's any liquid left, which we have some here, I'm just going to top it off. There you have it. Put the lid on it. In the fridge it goes. 24 hours. I like to go as a minimum. You could get away with 4 to 6 hours. But very, very simple, and they are spicy. They will be spicy, and obviously the longer they sit in here, the spicier they're going to get. But there you have it. There's a million different directions you can go with doing these things. You do you. Like I said, I do me. But there you have it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss. I guess ringing the bell turns the notifications on. But give it a thumbs up. Helps the algorithm. And like I said, I'll have some affiliate links in the description for some of the stuff that we're using. And until next time, smoke on.